guys, how's it going? I just thought I'd make another quick video today just on the subject of hardware wallets and why I feel they are so important. So if you're new to crypto, or if you're old to crypto, I highly recommend that you get a hardware wallet, that you invest in your investment, the safety. It's what it is. It's an investment in the safety of your investment. And so I would say if you have holdings, crypto holdings, in the amount of $500 or more, I would say that it's a very smart idea to buy a hardware wallet, such as a Ledger Nano S or a Trezor. I've personally never owned a Trezor, although I've heard good things about it, so I can't personally vouch for that device. And I find that it is the best, by far, method of storing my crypto. And I've been around crypto for about 6 years, so I was actually hesitant to migrate to a hardware wallet at first because I felt so safe with using paper wallets. I was a master of paper wallets just because I really like the idea of owning my own money, and I don't want anything to ever be owning my money except for me. I don't want any custodial services owning my money. If I put my money onto an exchange, I put it there for as little time as possible and I get it off. That's my rule to myself. And that's because historically of all the hacks and things that have occurred to exchanges such as Mt. Gox several years ago, BTC-E, these various exchanges that go under or get shut down. I've been lucky that I've never had my coins on one of those exchanges during the times where they've been hacked or shut down. And so I'm very fortunate about that. But it doesn't mean that it couldn't happen. And so I looked into what are these hardware wallets, and I thought, well, they can't be any more safe than a paper wallet, so I'll just stick with paper wallets. So actually, I'm fairly new to having a hardware wallet, probably the past year or less. And I can tell you that it's actually one of the best decisions I've ever made in the crypto space. So if you haven't already made the plunge, definitely do. It will absolutely, I promise you, be worth your time. And I'll explain. I think there's really two main reasons why that's the case. A, you can sign your private keys without ever exposing your private key on a computer. That's huge. And that's not the case with a paper wallet. If you ever want to use your paper wallet, it's fine while it's being stored, cold storage, meaning offline, if you're not touching it. But the second you want to use it, you're going to have to type that in somewhere. And there's complicated ways of doing that, like using an air-gapped machine to sign it offline and then make the transaction broadcasted publicly and things like that. But it's too complicated as far as I'm concerned. And so by being able to sign a transaction without exposing your private key is huge. And you don't even have to type in your private key. So it's just the convenience. It's very, very convenient. And I think actually the bigger concern I had was in regards to the security of the wallet itself. And now that I own one, I can tell you that it is more secure than a paper wallet. And that's because of the way that you create the wallet itself on a hardware wallet. So with a paper wallet, you tuck that piece of paper away wherever you feel safe, right? You could bury it in a hole in your backyard, safety deposit box. I personally wouldn't do that, etc. You can give it to your mom, put it under your mattress, whatever you want to do with that piece of paper. And you know that it's safe because you have that piece of paper, and unless someone else has that, your money is safe. Well, with a hardware wallet, it's actually the same way, because what happens is you generate a private and public key on the device, and it gives you usually 24 seed words. And these seed words allow you to recreate the entire wallet with the seed words. Essentially, those seed words are the private key. For all intents and purposes, you could actually reconstruct a private key using those 24 seed words. So they are the private key. They're just in another format. They're in a human readable dictionary list format. So you get 24 words instead of 40 gobbledygook characters. And so what actually I realized after owning this and trying it out and giving it a shot is that these 24 seed words, they are the paper wallet. And if you just hide that piece of paper that you wrote those 24 words on, you're good. Those 24 words just secured your money. So it's the same. Whether you put a piece of paper with a private key and a public address as a paper wallet, or you just take 24 words and you write it on a piece of paper, it's identical as far as the paper part. But with the hardware wallet, you get the added benefit of the ease of use of the actual device to sign your transactions, and that's huge. Additionally, you might think, well, what if someone steals my hardware wallet? I don't want to lose it. Well, they're actually pretty smart, because you can put a PIN code on your hardware wallet, and when you do that, if someone guesses the password 3 times incorrectly, at least for the Ledger Nano S, it will erase everything on it. So the guy's only going to get 3 guesses to guess your PIN. If he doesn't guess your PIN, you can't even access your hardware wallet. So in that regard, it's very convenient and very safe. So for that reason, guys, just go ahead and spend the money. It's like 80 to 100 bucks to get a Ledger Nano S. Make sure you get it from the official Ledger website or the official Trezor website. Do not buy these devices online from Amazon or third parties, because basically what can happen is when you buy it from a third party, there have been instances, I'm not saying this is that common, but there have been instances where the third party tampers with the device or gives you like a pre-made private key and gives you some kind of scratch off or something, where they trick you. Basically, they try to trick you into thinking that you're the sole owner of the private key, but in fact, they own a copy of the private key. They have a copy of it as well, and they wait for you to put some money on it, and then they sweep it off and they send that money to themselves. So rather than play the chances that you might get a tampered device, just spend the extra week wait of shipping time when you get your Ledger from, I think it's the United Kingdom or Europe somewhere. Just be patient and get an official device. Don't try to save 10 or 20 bucks and get it from eBay or Amazon. Just get it from somewhere official. LedgerWallet.com is the Ledger site itself. And after you spend that 80, 100 bucks, you're good to go. And write down those 24 seed words. The thing about the seed words is those are the access to your key. Those are actually more important than the hardware wallet itself. If I had a choice between losing my 24 seed words or losing my hardware wallet, I'd actually prefer to lose my hardware wallet in most cases, because I can use those seed words to reconstruct that same public and private key on a new hardware. I just order a new one from Ledger, type in my 24 seed words, and voila, I've got my exact same wallet and balance for all my crypto that I was storing on that lost Ledger Nano S. The device is just the convenience for being able to easily use it. But the seed words are your private key for all intents and purposes. And basically you want to treat those as if they are your paper wallet with your private key on it. So there you go, guys. It's just my advice, but I think it will help you greatly, and it may actually end up saving you a lot of heartache and lost money if you follow this advice. And I just want to see everyone doing well. I just cringe at the idea of losing any substantial sum of money, especially crypto, when it could be otherwise prevented by just careful security practices. So go on and spend that time, get a Ledger Nano S, get a hardware wallet, get a Trezor, get whatever one you want, get a Keep Key, I've heard of those are okay as well, and do yourself that favor. Okay guys, hope you're having a great day. It's sunny out and beautiful. Have a good one.